What's up, guys? This video is going to be a little different than my usual ones, but I had a couple of younger viewers message me and say, "Hey Dean, I just had my heart broken, or I just got rejected. How do you deal with such things, and kind of what's the positive way to go about dealing with rejection?" And this is for my younger viewers who might be dealing with something like this. What's up, guys? My name is Dean. I'm the CEO of Stealth Capital. We're the top performing company in our space, and I like to talk about things that have been helpful to me and I've learned along the way. So hopefully my future children and their children can look back on these videos and learn a couple things. So to get on the topic of rejection, I think it's something that we all go through, right? And as a young man, it's something that is very painful. I know as much as traditional masculine stereotypes like to make it seem that men don't feel emotions or men are very, very hard and rational thinking. I think in many regards, men actually fall much harder and more completely than most people would like to admit and like to think. Rejection and dealing with these hardships are a natural part of the masculine narrative and the development of the masculine hero. And I think it's totally understandable and also very painful process, but it's also something that can be very beautiful and can be converted into a source of inspiration and a source of strength for any endeavor that you choose to go down in the future. And so I think when you are rejected, or sometimes you break up with somebody that you're head over heels in love with, or things don't quite work out the way you would like them to, the first thing I would recommend is to recognize that there's only so much that you can do that's within your control, right? You can choose to, be all bummed out and sad, and there's definitely time to process and deal with these emotions. But after that period is done, I think you can't control how somebody else acts. The only person that you have control over is yourself. And I think that energy and that heartbreak is a great source of inspiration and strength and limitless energy in many regards to better yourself physically, mentally, in your career, in your network, and in all aspects of life. And the way that I've always thought about it is, this relationship didn't work out. The only thing I can really do is better myself so that the next time somebody that I fall in love with comes around, that I'll be better able to be the best version of me and maximize the chances of being able to build and sustain that relationship when it comes. And so taking a lot of that strength and the lessons that you've learned from the previous heartbreaks and transferring it into bettering yourself in terms of working out consistently, getting disciplined, meditation, journaling, and focusing a lot of that energy on self-improvement and figuring out how can you be the best version of you. Having an abundance mindset, right? There's 7 billion people in the world, and maybe it didn't work out with one of them, but there's plenty of more people out there that might be a better fit. And the next time you meet somebody that you think is wonderful and beautiful and just intelligent and all checks all the boxes for you, I want you to be a much better version of you so that you're worthy of somebody like that, right? And I think Charlie Munger said something very similar in the sense that the best way of getting something is to be somebody deserving of that something. And I think it applies very much to relationships as well, right? The best way for a young man to get the woman that he loves, or a type of woman that he loves, is to become the type of man who is worthy of getting somebody like that. And that includes being strong physically, mentally, being able to provide, being able to be emotionally and psychologically resilient, to be able to solve problems, and taking daily steps. It's not going to happen overnight, and I think the path of a young man is filled with lots of pain, trauma, and hardship, but it's also a very rewarding one if you take the necessary steps and really build yourself up brick by brick. And so this video wasn't super scripted. I just had a couple of messages and people asking me about this topic, and it's a very relatable one. It's something that we all go through. No matter how successful somebody may seem now, they've definitely been rejected in the past. They've definitely had their heart broken at some point, and growing through that and using that as inspiration, using people that you've loved in the past as muses to compose that next great song that you're writing, or maybe building that next great business, or drawing that next beautiful piece of artwork. They're all very constructive and positive ways to transmute those emotions that you're feeling. And I think it's something that is very, very understandable. I hope everybody comes to understand that that's a very natural experience that we all go through, and something that we can all grow from and be better for. So it definitely hurts in the moment. It's not fun. It's never fun. But when used correctly and transmuted correctly, it can help you become a higher version of yourself, and hopefully be able to spread love and wisdom and just good things to the world more broadly. So that's it from me. I hope you have a wonderful start to the week, and I'll see you guys in the next one.